Timothy Scott Williams.
All right, could you spell it, please?
TimothyWilliams.
And could I have your billet?
Team leader.
Okay, and your hometown, please. That's right.
Hudson, Michigan.
Michigan?
Hudson, Michigan.
Hudson, Michigan?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So, growing up, what influenced you to join the Marine Corps?
I joined the Navy first, actually, and it was before 9/11, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do, in life in general, and so I decided to join the Navy. My grandfather was in the Navy, and it seemed like a good thing to do. I had a really good time in the Navy, but then after 9/11 and some friends joined the Marine Corps and my younger brother joined the Marine Corps, I just felt like it suited me better, being like kind of more on the ground, but I still like the water, so I figured it was the best of both worlds.
I see. Okay. So coming into the Marine Corps, what were some of your short-term and long-term goals?
We talked about a lot of things that have influenced me. One was I went to a wrestling camp with Bruce Baumgartner, and he always said, if you want to be great, you got to surround yourself with great people, and I felt like joining the Marine Corps was the best way to do that. And then I wanted to find the best unit here, so I moved to be in 0321, and I'm at 1st Recon Battalion. I think I found the best people to surround myself with. So.
I see. So, in your own words, could you explain what events led up to you receiving those 2 awards?
We were on a joint patrol with Afghan soldiers, and we were actually looking to go question somebody about a weapons cache that we got intel in the area. So as we came between a couple buildings and a tree line, we got ambushed. And luckily, where we got ambushed wasn't a really all that advantageous spot for them to ambush us. Otherwise, they could have surrounded us had we been a couple hundred meters to the west at that point. So, even though we still didn't, we kind of still had the upper hand until then Jason got shot.
Well, I mean, you get ambushed and you're under fire. What's going through your head at that time?
It's kind of cliche to say, but they always say that you don't rise to the occasion, you fall back to your training. And as cliche as it is, it's true. I've trained with like I said, some of the best people I've ever met in my life, and Jason's one of them. He credits me with saving his life, but at the same time, he taught me most of what I knew to save his life. So in turn, he basically saved his own life in a roundabout way, so.
From when you first entered the military up until now, how have your values changed?
Well, we were married when I came in the Marine Corps, so it was still important to me for my family and stuff. But now I've got 2 kids to look after, and I've got my wife's awesome with them. I don't know if my values have changed so much as just now I've got 2 kids that I think about a little more than without kids.
So to junior Marines, any advice you can give them?
I would say the same advice that Bruce Baumgartner gave me. If you want to be the best, it's going to take hard work, but you should find the best people around it to, be around the best people so that you can try to live up to their expectations, kind of thing.
You talk about being surrounded around good people, but I mean, kind of today it kind of implies that you are one of those good people. So how do you take that going forward, and how do you pass it on to your Marines?
I said before that there's a couple Marines in my battalion and even a couple in my company with a Silver Star, and it's big shoes to fill, to say the least. We've got a couple of them that I've looked up to since I've been here at Recon Battalion, and now I'm in good company, and it's kind of nerve-wracking to think that I'll be expected to fill their shoe. I don't know if that's the right term, but to perform to their level, I guess.